Actually, the best thing, best thing were the people. Great content, wonderful meeting, but the quality of the people that are coming together, that are working on this, their energy in the face of some really horrible conditions on the ground is engaging and uplifting and energizing and inspiring. So I need that.
It's so inspirational. Human rights is really inspirational. It's really motivating. And not only that, I think it's a language of love, in my opinion, and a language of patience and persistence and commitment to really fight, because it's a long fight, but I think it's just so empowering.
A frame and a tool to speak to decision makers about the policies that we work on.
Having the chance at the Rights Working Group to connect across so many different sectors. This is like one of the only, I think, national coalitions we're a part of that we can get to sit in the same room with people who do racial profiling in an immigrant context, South Asian Arab Muslim issues around national security, and then also in African American communities around criminal justice. And I really value when we have these discussions here because it brings together the crossovers in our issues.
It gave me an opportunity to think about the issues that my community is working on in a different framework, which I haven't really thought about before.
The whole useful discussion about what human rights actually are and how they are related to our behavior with people. I think that has been very useful.
To know more about how to involve with international human rights organizations, how to involve with the reports, how to participate, all of that were new to me.
This gave us sort of that global perspective, and it's awesome.
The most interesting thing has been talking with other advocates from the country. What we're facing in Washington State is very similar to what other states are working on as well, and what they're seeing on the ground.
I've learned a lot about Human Rights International, and there's a brochure I received with all the articles, 1 through I think 30.
My focus was civil rights, social justice issues, so I kind of have more a global view on that all these issues kind of like bundle up into this one issue, which is basically human rights of all people.
Human rights is not this foreign concept, that we're talking about our basic needs being met.
Definitely learned a lot about treaties and how you can use them to lift up the voices of people on the ground in communities who are being affected by human rights violations.
How to really apply and start thinking about human rights in our day-to-day and yearly campaign work and our work plans, and how important it is because it does apply to basic needs like shelter, food, and housing. And
really how this impacts me as a person and my worldview, and therefore the work that I'm doing and how I'm doing the work.
Especially for the creation of media that focuses on human rights, it's really key for me to make these connections both with the people themselves as well as with the content of what is going on around racial profiling on a local level.
Yesterday morning when Arnaldo was leading the discussion about how we're all people whose rights have been violated and how we have all violated the rights of other people.
I'm an old lady and I've been doing this stuff since I was 14 years old, so being able to spend 3 days with people who are like in the face of folks who are losing their homes and their families and getting deported and wondering about if the FBI's after them, and they've got the energy and imagination to fight, and to fight with vigor and passion and vitality and brilliance. That didn't happen every day. So that's better than champagne. Well, almost.